Hello, thank you so much for joining me. It's the first time I've been out for a walk for quite a while. And so I've come down one of my favourite little green lanes. But what I'm going to do is just introduce the topic and then turn the camera around. Because I think that some people think that if they see trees in the thumbnail, that that's all they're going to get. No, I will be talking, but I will be showing the beautiful English countryside for those who also like to see that. So I'll be back in a minute. And on we go. So the little green lane is looking gorgeous. White blossoms there. And a squirrel's been scurrying around that tree. But I want to talk about assumptions. Never make assumptions, because they make an ass of you and me. That is very true. It's always better to check. And there are those who presume that all teenagers are unable to communicate properly, just stuck to their phones. Yeah, they might spend a long time doing that, but if you actually communicate with them, they have a lot to offer. And about face, we oldies, we might be wrinkly, we might be grey, but we also have ideas, suggestions that we can offer. So again, don't make assumptions based on age. It's far too easy to do, stick everybody over a certain age, under a certain age, into a basket, into a bucket, and maybe endeavour to make any deviance from that fit your idea of what they actually should be. But there are times when I struggle when assumptions are made. And it's not just me. I'm, shall we say, okay with IT, so long as I know what I'm doing. But the past few days, I had to bite the bullet and sort out some things that were all on my computer. And I kept making a hash of things. I didn't understand when they asked for certain things. I input something incorrectly. So, long story short, I phoned. I would much rather speak to a living, breathing human being than to communicate by text, email, whatever. And this lovely young lady, I explained I was very croaky, feeling grotty, was making all sorts of mistakes, and apologised profusely for wasting her time. I was immediately set at my ease and told, don't worry, we'll sort things. Which she did, phase 1. But then I had phase 2, called back, and again, luckily I struck with the same young lady who knew what was happening, and she helped me. Then I got locked out of the site. Then my computer started doing strange things. So all in all, I was getting my knickers well and truly knotted. could feel the blood pressure going up, the anxiety was going up, so was the grottiness. But the people were great. They listened. They said, take your time. Have you got that? Is there anything more you need? And I jokingly said yes. Somebody to come and make me a cup of tea. I said my cat, he tries his best, bless him, but he's no good at making a cup of tea because he doesn't have opposing thumbs. And this morning, just as I was setting out to come here, there was a parcel on my doorstep. And I opened it. And there was a lovely big bow round a box saying it was from this company, saying they hope that I was feeling okay and that my cat would like the contents, as he was doing a good job of looking after me. And when I opened it, it was a box full of cat toys, cat treats. And I just sat there. I have to admit, I had a tear running down my cheek. I thought, how kind, how caring. And the assumption that larger companies these days have lost that human touch. This one certainly hasn't. I've not mentioned their name because I haven't asked if that's okay. I simply set off on my walk. I will ask when I get back, and I'll mention them underneath. But it renewed my faith in human beings and in companies, that it's not all automated machines. Yes, I had to go through the usual press 1, press 5, press whatever, and I didn't actually know which one I should be pressing for my query, but they patiently swapped me to the number I should have gone through on. So I am the happy bunny rabbit, wandering along here, doing some deep breathing, looking at the blossoms, and listening to the birds. There are some days that just way make up far more than the days of, I'll say, rubbish that may have gone before. And today is one of those days for me. So having shared that, it's lovely just being able to amble, my excuse being that if I walk any faster, the picture will be way too wobbly. An amble is what I feel like at present. And I shall just finish on these white bells. Looking so pretty. So with a big, big smile, I shall say thank you for joining me. Take care. And I'll speak to you soon. Whoa, hello. I've been joined. 2 woofy dogs. Hello. Hello. Yes. Am I on your lane? Oh gosh, I wish I had that much energy. Thank you for joining me. Bye.